am I going now? Just falling over dreams. Now I'm just so far gone, this isn't what it seems. Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath. Come break this light, this won't tomorrow sights. Holding on for what it's worth my life. And on inside, I'll make it up the void. Find my way to giants in the sky. Tonight it goes to life.
Hello, good morning. We are coming to you live from the 2023 Pennsylvania State 8-Ball Championship. We got our first match of the day here. It's going to be Jimmy Rivera, 689 Fargo versus Mr. Kevin West. I don't know why his Fargo's not there. He's like 715. And I got a special treat for you today, guys. Here in the booth, we got the legend himself, Mr. Dell, the Highlander Sim, commentating. Going to help us out and call some matches.
Thanks for welcoming me in, mate.
Anytime.
This is one of the streams I wanted to get on for a while, so just happy to be down here. First time Bluegrass Billiards. And
How you like the room, Dell?
fantastic, mate. I didn't realize it was so big. I don't know why you don't promote that more. This is like the third biggest room in the States.
Yeah, I try. I mean, we have over 50 tables, almost 23,000 square feet. We're actually at our new location today. We're in our new streaming table.
Yeah, it's insane.
Actually, I don't think these guys have started yet. Let me let them know they have to start.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, we're our new, I'm saying we're at our new streaming location. I think we're gonna affectionately call this the PA Pro-Am Arena.
The PA Pro-Am.
Arena, yeah.
Oh, the arena. It's perfect where you've moved it into the corner here. It'd be great to get some seating around there. And
Yeah, we have some seating around there. We have all of our cameras are mounted now, so they're not necessarily moving cameras. We have our overhead view here, and we also have the overhead of the table.
Perfect.
Our previous view was a little fisheye. This one's still a little fisheye, but we have a Predator light on order. Should be here hopefully in about a week or two, and then
You'll be able to move it higher up.
much higher, get a much higher, clearer picture.
That's it, mate. Everything little by little, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Trying to just build the tour. So we have 38 players today. I'm sorry, 37 players today.
Okay.
A little smaller. We thought we were going to be around 50, but I think the weather and the Phillies taking that brutal loss last night, I think kind of kept a few people home.
8-ball's a funny one too, you know. You either love it or hate it.
Yeah, one of the guys described 8-ball and versus 9-ball opens is that the 9-ball is it's a puncher's chance. They can just punch a ball in. Where 8-ball, you have to actually make balls to win, and some players get a little, I guess, nervous about that. Our first matchup here is Jimmy Rivera from New York. I think, Dale, you know Jimmy pretty well.
Yeah, he's actually, well, he says New York because he likes to be a New York guy, but he's from Jersey. Don't let him fool you. But yeah, good guy. Plays a lot on the tours. You know, likes to travel.
Yeah, I think this is about his fourth or fifth time he's been down here for us.
What you see is what you get, you know. Sometimes he can play lights out, and then other times he'll just make that odd mistake that will let him down against a better player. So yeah, this will be a hell of a first test. And everything now in 8 ball, as you know, is about the break. How this pattern lays out. I'm just glad that you're playing it on a 9 foot the way it should be.
9 foot and open is always how we play it. Guys, the rules for this particular tournament: 8 ball on the break does not count. Just gets spotted. If you all the balls are called, they'll call pocket shot, and it's not all ball fouls. It's only cue ball fouls. If you scratch on the break, it is not a loss. But if you pocket the 8 and scratch, it is a loss. If you pocket the 8 in the wrong pocket, it is a loss. And if the 8 comes off the table, it is a loss. Race to 6 on the winners, race to 5 on the losers. And that's about it, right? Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, and it's extended finals, race to 8 in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, that's just about right, I think, for a big field. You know, good field playing races to 6 and then 5 on the lost side. Dynasfield Platinum was on this table, mate. Where'd you get those?
So they're actually we're calling them the TV set.
Oh, the TV set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our tour sponsor, Integrity Cues, has outfitted us with about 30 sets of Dynasfield balls.
Very nice.
So our TV set's the platinum, and then we're using the silver for the other tables.
I saw that. Yeah, nice sets.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dynasfield. I think all their balls play very well. Somebody said they skid a little bit, but I think that's just with any new balls. Once they get worked in a little bit, they start to play much better.
I think Kevin's got to be a big favorite here, isn't he?
I definitely think Kevin's a favorite in this match.
What's Kevin's Fargo? Do you have that up?
I believe he's 715.
715?
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't post. Let me.
That's all right. It's just dragging straight from digital pool, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's a very meticulous player. I love to watch his game. You won't see him rushing anytime soon, but his 8 ball's as good as his straight ball as well. Big straight ball player. And then on the rotation, I enjoy watching his 9 ball as well. He's always there or thereabouts. The chicken farmer. Must have a table at home, right?
I believe he does. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't work all those hours and then not play.
No,
not play at
absolutely.
home.
So we have a link in the chat here for the bracket. I'm going to pin that to the top for you guys also. This way, players that are coming in can.
Yeah, it's the number one question on, isn't it?
Where's the bracket? Who's this?
Who's this guy?
We get that a lot.
So he has taken solids. I think one good shot here, and he could well see the key to the rack. The one that's kind of messing him up right now, he's just pointing at, is that 7 ball. That's a kind of aquamarine in between the 6 and 3 there. If he can get down towards where the 8 ball is now, you know, just push this down right into that hole. He's still got the 3, so you may see him roll forward here. If he can roll forward through the gap, he can maybe take the 7 in the opposite corner. That might be my play, because playing the 7 now, you're going to be coming down table into open space. So it's all about preference. He's made sure he has 2 options.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to do in 8 ball. You always want to make sure that you're playing for one of 2.
Have outs and options. That's actually my wife's starting to become an advanced player, and I keep telling her she has to have the options. She kind of limits herself to one pocket sometimes.
Yeah, exactly that. And he's chosen just to roll into it instead. Now this does go in the side pocket, and he can use the 10 to hold the cue ball.
Tend to hold him down. Guys, if you don't mind, like and share the stream for us. Trying to build our viewership. We're very close to being monetized by YouTube. And when we do get monetized by YouTube, any of the residual cash that we collect off of YouTube, we're going to dump right back into the tour.
Let me just check that I'm even on it. Let me see. And I will just share this to my page as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So Kevin makes a nice shot in the side. Just going to play the 7 ball. From one rail over right to the 8. Little bump there. Should have the 8 into the corner. Take himself from 1-0 lead.
All right, let's see where that goes. 1-0.
Our other
Now we get
angle.
to see a little there about Kevin's break. Kevin, sponsored by Q-Tech, has been now for at least a couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
Don't know how far up in the ranks he is, but I think he still classes himself as a pro-am sort of
Pro-am
semi-professional
player, yeah.
And
What would you call Jimmy? Pro player? Pro-am player?
Jimmy's the same.
Yeah.
You know, I would put him in the same bracket. You know, anybody really with a full-time earning somewhere else, I don't think I can call fully a professional.
That's exactly how I feel about it. So we're gonna zoom in real quick on a couple of our buddies here.
That's it. The LLC. Calcutta.
Mr. Cap and Dave, 2 of our favorites.
They went. They. I think Kevin's their horse, right?
I believe Kevin is their horse. Yeah, I think they have Sean Mark Malayan. He's here too. 763 Fargo, 765, something like that.
Oh, he's way up there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
didn't
actually
win
won the
last
9.
event?
Yeah, he won the 9-ball state
Right.
championship.
Yeah.
Played Mr. Lucas Werner. He had a great matchup.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Surprised not a few more. Like I said, maybe it's just timing on this one. I know there's a lot of events going on up and down the coast. Now we get a chance to see Kevin's break. No restrictions on the break here. You can go on the head ball. Can go. Some people will choose the wing ball break. That's hitting the second ball down. So I think Kevin just choosing to go a little bit off to the left. And he's actually playing an open bridge, which is interesting too. Is that an open bridge? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's made the right ball. He's made 2 balls side pocket, which is great. There's a little bit of a cluster there in the middle, though. They haven't really separated, which is what I find when I use the open bridge. You know, you can't generate as much power as you'd like to, unless you're Shane Van Boning.
Yeah. Shades break is definitely rare.
Did you see that clip the other day? When
Oh, but he whiffed on it, yeah.
whiffed it. That made me feel better.
Yeah, I've done that multiple times. Usually when it's a lot of Jack and Coke involved, but
Looks like Stripes is going to be the choice. I do think Stripes is definitely. I mean, there's a cluster there of solids. I think he's just looking at maybe he can get into that early, but I don't know. I don't think there's too much reason to disturb the balls here.
no, I agree. Just kind of move around a little bit.
No, he went right through the middle of it, out the way,
Oh,
and he's got a little bit fortunate because he still has a shot on the 14 there.
guys, we have the new digital pool scoreboard up here. We're going to mess around with it just a little. It's a little grainy for me, so while we're here talking and watching these matchups, you might see the scoreboard change just a little bit as I kind of mess around with it just to make it a little bit nicer.
Hey, Bobby, he does shoot with an Avid. I think it's definitely an Avid there, but obviously uses the Q-Tech Synergy. I think the lower piece is the Avid Q-Tech on the base. I can check with him afterwards. So now he's committed. He's committed to Stripes. So you see him there just trying to think if he can play this with a nice inside, he could potentially try and... No, he's gone right through the gap again. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Twice in a row.
2 times in a row now.
That's disgusting. I might give him $100 if he can do it 3 times. But he is still in the rack. I don't think he's going to run out from this opportunity. But if he can finish where the 7 ball is now, and you can kind of see where he's pointing, if he can get up just as high as that, and again, I don't know how much purchase he's going to get because he's kind of tree-topped on that 3 ball.
Maybe we can check the overhead and see where he's at.
Okay, that's actually a better angle. So I'm just wondering now if he can... Yeah, he's right down the line a bit there. He might be able to follow and catch a piece of the 4 ball there. So he's not counting himself out just yet. about to say can't count his chickens, but that's a terrible joke. Oh wow, he got there too. Now he's a little bit too far, I think, on this to make a real good go of it. Because if he puts any power into it, he's going to hit that 6 ball. This will be a magic out if he gets it from here.
Okay, guys, I readjusted the scoreboard. Let me know how you guys feel with that. If it's too small, it's our first time using it, so if it's we have to make some adjustments on the fly, we have no problem doing that. And if you're just tuning in, like I was saying earlier, myself, Frank Mialetti, owner of PA Pro-Am, Mr. Del Sim, the aficionado of ales, is here commentating with us today, giving us some of his generous time. We appreciate having him here.
Hey, most welcome, mate. I love the amount of effort and amount of equipment that's gone into just putting this stream on.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Would definitely put yourself in a top position amongst other streamers.
I've only been doing this about 6 months.
So yeah,
So
from there you had to move the entire table and set up over to this
yeah,
corner.
I moved over here. Just in general, even streaming. I about 6 months ago, my friend Alyssa asked me to stream a match with her, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then
Oh, wow,
great
look at this.
kick.
Hey, you're gonna have to put this right. If he ran that out from there, that would have been a viral. You could have posted that match and it were right
Check
out
the
the way.
replay on it.
Cheeky replay. Look at this. How close he was to even just making this. This is crazy. Wow.
It's there. Run that logo again.
So now we get a chance to see Jimmy. He's not really had much of a sniff after that first break.
No, yeah. I like Jimmy's game. Jimmy was here for the 10 ball that we had a couple months ago. Him and Bean Hung got to the finals.
All right.
Bean was on the unbeaten side. Jimmy was on the B side, and he was trying to get her to give him extra money in the split. She laughed at it. It was like 4:00 in the morning. She's like, "We're splitting. We're going home."
If you just see that shot, I know 10 ball's his favorite game, but that was a really smart shot, and smart is not what I'd call Jimmy. So the fact that he's showing some pool intelligence, shall we say, and clearing that ball out just gives him such an advantage in this rack now.
Especially making the 8 ball. We're playing safe.
Yeah, if he gets a little bit out of line, he can hide, and he's not you're not leaving one hung up. So that was
Yeah, that ball sitting in the pocket becomes a very big pocket at that point.
very smart play there, thinking ahead. I don't think he's got too much problems. I mean, if he gets low side of the 3 and 6, I'd try and get down on it sooner rather than later. I wouldn't want to make it my last shot.
Yeah, I think he could make that 3.
Yeah. Do you think the 3 goes to the bottom right?
Let's take a look here 1 second. Just pull.
Yeah, he's just having a look. I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, try and get on it off the 5 now, and then even if you don't feel perfect,
I do think it can go here.
I think it could go in there.
Yeah, but he has to get like you're saying, he has to get perfect on the shot.
That's why he's trying to
He's breaking it out now.
Wow.
Good play.
Great shot. Nice and aggressive there, which I like. It's been a little bit unfortunate because the only real shot that he can take on now is a 6, and he has to avoid the 8 ball.
You don't like the 2 to come back up?
He's just going to play it safe.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to stay on the aggressive, that would have been fine.
After the shot Kevin just kicked, I don't know if I'd give him another kick shot.
Yeah, right. I think he wanted to draw up a little bit closer to the 6.
Tie up on that 6 ball a little bit.
As it is now, it looks like if we go to the side view, we'll probably be able to see if he can see enough. So bottom rail it is. I don't think he can get to any of the side. So he did a good job of cutting off the side route. Now he has to go to the
Bottom rail, maybe?
to the lower rail, I would say.
Are you calling the side pocket or are you calling it in the corner?
I mean, I like the
Flip a coin.
side, but the sides are a bit tight, so
Yeah,
You know, if I'm gonna-
I think the sides on this table are 4.5.
he's pulled the side, but he's going to go 2 rails as
Two-railer.
well. So showing his proficiency in kicking. And he just feels that this might give him a wider angle to make the cut here. And it wasn't an easy kick in the first place. So I'm not surprised to see him miss the ball completely.
And
Played
in
it.
this format, he also has the luxury of kind of being a little aggressive, because even if he scratches on the 8, it's not going to be a loss. Guys, if you're listening at home, let us know what you feel about the scoreboard here. Like I said, it's new. We're kind of messing around with it. I didn't know Digital Pool did that. I guess it's my fault for not talking to Zach. And Jimmy's going to roll up for the 2. Come 1 rail down for the 3 in the corner. Barring any catastrophes here, it should be 1-1 tied up. This is an alternate break format, so you will see both players breaking.
I like that for 8 ball.
Yeah, I actually believe in alternate breaks. Oh, he used every bit of that pocket,
Wiped his
didn't he?
feet, didn't it?
I like an alternate break format for television. I think it's a great format. I believe if you're going to play in a tournament that's not being streamed, then you can just go to winter break.
Fully. It puts a little bit more onus on the break then. You know, that once you've got your opportunity, the same way, you know, you're playing tennis and you're serving, you know, you need to make sure you win that game.
Absolutely. Jimmy comes over, then at the 8.
At least you get an opportunity because, you know, at the right level, you know, you could break and run 6. We've seen it happen. It's been happening at the World Pool Championships over in Austria as well. They've just been stringing ranks together, winner breaks.
All right, so Jimmy Rivera is going to tie it up 1-1. When I did it. All right, now we're going to come off mute. All right, rack number 3, score tied 1-1. I don't think they've updated it yet. Score is 1-1.
So Jimmy's been struggling with the break, I think. Not entirely sure what if he'll adjust. We'll see. They're still marking their beads, even though they should be using the digital scoreboard.
Yeah, I'll update the score just in case here. Oh, there we go. It's updated now. 1-1.
They are doing it. Good.
Guys, if you're also searching the bracket, I'm actually going to put the link in there. It's basically called TV Table on our stream. I didn't really have any other funny, witty name to come up with TV Table. So,
all right, and looks like he's made a ball there. Did he make a solid?
6, 7. Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
Just
So the table is open, so it's not take what you make.
Yeah, open after the break. If you scratch on the break, it's still open, and it's not in the kitchen. It's anywhere on the table. 17 viewers, a little low, guys. Let's try to get that stream shared out. Try to grow our numbers a little bit today.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some good matches on by the end of the day.
We have a lot of good players. Dell himself, a couple of 700 players, Sean Mark Malayan, Sean Wilkie, the Russians here, being annoying as usual.
Kenny, not Fedor. Oh, or is he American now?
Yeah, yeah. What do we call him now?
Oh, we call him Russian Kenny. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm saying, what's the new name for Fedor?
Fedor,
yeah. American Fedor?
American Fedor.
Commodore American instead of Captain American.
It's an interesting choice he's taken here. That was very interesting. He tried to make it. I don't think that was the right choice. That's a rush of blood to the head. And I think he'll look back on that one and say, what the hell was I doing? Certainly wouldn't take that as my opening shot. Because now the table's wide open for Kevin. And you've just given him everything on a plate. Not sure why he didn't take solids, to be honest. He was trying to make the stripe. But only Jimmy knows what happened there. Okay. So a nice position there for Kev. Again, giving himself an option of 2 shots. Take the 9 ball down the rail. Has the 10 ball into the side pocket as well. Not sure if he'll take the 9. I think the 9 goes easily into the side.
Yeah, 9 ball goes inside. I would think the 10 ball would be the play here.
I think so too. I think if he finished a little bit straighter on the 9, we would potentially take that one.
Right now the 9. I mean, the 10 can go in 3 different pockets, but he's looking at a pocket already with it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's anything blocking. There's nothing blocking. So could even take... Oh, no, sorry. Did he drop a... I thought he dropped a strike. My bad. It was a solid.
We're both looking at the wrong
But we're
shot.
just talking. Yeah. I'm like, all right. Damn.
And there's not even any... Oh, Dove's got a beer.
I
but
just got
there's
one beer.
Not,
This-
even,
yeah.
not even a ton of liquor in this room.
That was just the beginning. But yeah, solids is wide open. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to open up the pathway for the 8 there, so it goes to more than one.
So here's a question for you. Shots like this with these 3 balls at the top. What is your thought process here? Do you go 3, 6, and then the 1, or are you looking to do 3, then 1, and then the 6?
So for me personally, because of how wide open, or the side of the table where the 8 is, where I want to go,
Yeah.
I would take the 1 first,
1 first, and
and
use
then
the 6
just,
to
then
slide
just
down.
drag down from the 6.
Okay.
But some people like to come 1 across as well, so I wouldn't say no if he stopped it in the middle of the table and then just came one rail across. I just personally prefer if it's on that side of the table, just use that side to come down for the 8.
We have a nice matchup we're going to have up next here. It's going to be Sean Mark Malayan, 760-something Fargo versus Joey Korsiak.
Oh, that's a great
That
matchup.
should be a real good matchup.
Yeah, nice and early on. Again, he's not come too far out. He might be a little bit too shallow, but you might see him just drift behind. What is that? The 13.
Yeah, 1 rail behind the 13.
Yeah, see, he was just able to get down into the perfect line of shape there. So very, very good shot. Nicely controlled.
So looks like Mr. West is going to get himself on the board here again. Get the score.
Oh yes.
That score's 2-1 now. Kevin West in a race to 6. All right, 2-1. Rack number 4, Kevin West up. Let's share some of these.
Bad error there by Jimmy. He'll be kicking himself in the chair, knowing how easy that was to. And I think it was just a poor decision.
Del, I got to tell you, I kind of like this back and forth you and Daniel Lee have online. the jokes and everything that you guys hit each other with.
That man is he's one of the best because he does everything. He does everything for Tsunami, just for free. And everyone thinks he's got a piece of the business, and it's really not. He's just such a fan of the equipment that we've made quite a nice little sponsored team there, which is fantastic. Daniel wouldn't even call himself sponsored either. That's the worst part. He pays for all his equipment like an idiot. Full price, sometimes more.
My wife said to me, well, I forget it. I think it was the picture when you were wearing a shirt.
Oh, the
And
Richard one?
Yeah. And I showed my wife, and she goes, they're so mean to each other. Are they even friends? I said, they do this all the time.
Where I'm from, banter is everything.
Exactly. If you can't break your friend's balls, what's the point?
If you can't take the banter, yeah. Or I actually think if they're not doing that, then they don't really like you. That's where I come from. But now Jimmy got to make a dent now. A little unfortunate there. I don't think he's got that.
I think he's got that one now.
Yeah,
Tougher cut on it, but
that's not where he wanted to be. I think he was just looking to see if the 4 went in between the 9-10. Still very makeable. Just needs to come 2 rails out for this one. The key to that shot is don't quit. Kind of quit a little bit on it, but still open.
I mean, he takes a 7. Or I'm sorry, the 3 ball here.
Yeah, 3's open. I would just nudge, just roll slowly into the 13. Gray one is the 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bump it because now he's got the 4 wides open. Needs to make a good decision from here because he's either got to just roll this and leave himself long on the 7, or be really aggressive and try and punch through it. but you may lose the cue ball after that, which is why he might change his mind and go for the 7 early, and then hope for a better angle to play the 2, then the 4.
You punching through it?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to punch through it. I think he's going to try and just draw up and try and play the 2 ball next.
Oh,
Yeah, he put everything into the positional value there and took his eyes off the ball. That happens quite a lot, when you focus so hard on making a single ball position.
I'm just going through here and sharing out to some groups. Guys, share our page out to the groups that you're in. Get them part of joining our stream and watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope you get up and start streaming live to YouTube once you're up over that 1,000, right?
Yep, 1,000. I think the highest we've gotten so far, I think, is like 330.
Okay.
For viewers, but we're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark.
Awesome.
That'll give us monetary value. It's like 1/10 of a cent or something like that per view, right?
Yeah. But the more quality matches you stream,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
the more clicks you'll get.
We're going to be doing on December 16th, we're going to be streaming Shane Van Boning for a challenge match down here in Philadelphia. He's coming for a clinic, and there's going to be a little small tournament here. And
Nice.
the winner of the small tournament is going to get the chance to rack for Shane for like an hour.
He's one of the hardest working out there, so good work ethic on Shane.
Oh, absolutely. When I was at the U.S. Open, I was running the Kamui booth, so he was just going over to Q-Tech and playing some racks. I think Mr. Ortiz told me that he beat I think he said he played 72 racks and won like 68 out of them or something like that.
Damn. Meanwhile, I don't think Kevin just a little bit frustrated there. Just had a little slap at that because he's opened up the 4 ball now. So
Jimmy does have a chance to move around here.
he's got a free shot at this one. I'd cut this in the middle and just let it ride. That 8 ball could very easily go into. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh.
Actually undercut it. Perfect shape there. So now Kevin just has not too many chances left, I don't think now. He's going to want to take these out.
Yeah, he's got to start maneuvering around the table. Some of these shots up.
Still a problem though. That is it the 14 there, that one? I think it's the 14 is the Aquamarine. That one in the middle by the 8 ball.
Sorry, I'm sharing things out. I'm blocking the screen for Bell, we say.
Yeah, look at that
I
aggression.
just took it out. Great shot.
I mean, that's a perfect shot straight off. So that's that's a good tactic to have, is just to take out your problem balls early, or at least attack them early in the rack, because that's going to give you more opportunity to land on a different ball. He's not perfect on this 12. He gave himself a chance at it, and he's got rid of his problem.
Do you go right back down for the next shot, or do you try to position yourself back down there for something a little easier?
Well, generally, 8 ball, they say you should play, in 2 halves. So you should take care of this end of the table first. He's not actually perfect on the 11 there, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see him just cut this ball in, come around. And again, it's if you're an amateur watching this, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to take the easier shot. This is what it takes to get out of the rack. Sometimes you will take the more difficult shot to ensure better position.
I should tell that this. I help run the APA here in Philadelphia. Don't kill me, guys, but I tell that to some of the lower players that sometimes you're not always going to get perfect, and
Right.
sometimes you have to rely on skill to be able to get out of a rack. You're going to have to just play smart, or
Exactly.
lack of a better term, sometimes you're just going to have to sack up and take that long shot. And
Exactly.
Just make it.
So that was slightly more difficult. He's not perfect again, but he's now in a position where he doesn't have to move the cue ball too much.
No, just back and forth.
So now he's in that little quadrant. He can play this 9 ball, play the 10 into the side pocket. If it's a little tight, it goes off the 4 as well. The main thing is he just wants to be able to push through, take that last ball down in the corner, and the 8's hanging. I would be surprised if he uses the 4.
I think he's going to run into the 4 and slow himself down.
So again, just he doesn't want to come beyond it. So push into the 4, just float the cue ball onto the rail. I was able to get it clean, so that's good. Perfect. And he's gonna push out to a 2-game lead now, 3-1, and I believe Jimmy's breaking next.
Halloween coming up in a couple weeks, guys. By next weekend, we're going to have our Pennsylvania State Women's 8-Ball Championship. That's in conjunction with the JP Newt and the Billiard Beauties. That's a tiered event for the ladies. If you want more information about it, ladies, let me know. I'll put in a link up in the chat. Here's a wonderful flyer made by Mr. Chris Santana. Shout out to Chris out there in California doing his thing with the LA Shooting Gallery, looking really good.
Yeah, there's a lot more events now for the ladies, and especially the juniors coming through. You know,
We have a juniors event in December that we're running here. I'm actually a full sponsor of the BEF, the Billiards Education Foundation. We have 2 spots for the Monica Webb Challenge, and we sponsor a junior player, Skylar Hess. She's going to be here playing in that event.
the Ice Princess.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a good kid. It's hard to believe still how young she is, but she's 14 now?
14, yeah.
Oh my god. She's going to be a killer.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Jimmy putting a lot more power into that and coming up dry again. And it's just brutal.
2 drives in a row.
Oh.
That's good.
When you're 2 games behind, all you want to hear
Just
is
want a
just
chance
that
to get
one,
out. Yep.
that one plop, that one sound, just go. Doop. It's like all my stress goes away as soon as I hear one go on the 8-ball break. Because this again wide open, no problems, nothing's blocking each other. Every ball has a pocket.
If you're behind in a match playing I mean, most of the players I know you play are strong players. Are you breaking a little bit more, not soft, but a little bit more defensively?
I never want to be accused of a soft break, number one.
Okay.
And number two, I kind of get what you're saying. If I wanted to do that, I would probably second ball break.
Okay.
So instead
Kind
of
of guarantees a cluster.
kind of guarantees a cluster.
Okay.
And I know that if I make a ball, I'm still favorite to control the wreck, but I'm not leaving a wide open table. So to the answer, it is yes. Again, it just depends if my break's working or not. If I feel like my break can still work, I'll go full power. And again, you see him clearing the table, so he really wants to take that 2-ball, but I don't think it really affords him anything good afterwards. So you may see him not take that. I think the 1-ball there is on the right. All right, he's going to take it. So yeah, he's clearing that lower half. So staying true to form. I think he's perfect on this 6 now, just to stop it. Take the 5, take the 1, and then 4-ball last.
Dude, the picture Daniel put up for you and Emily.
Oh god, he's done it already, hasn't he?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that picture got 100,000 views from us.
Oh yeah,
It got a lot.
yeah, that's crazy.
Kevin doing getting his little agility going there.
So he's chosen to take the 4 first, and I don't blame him on that either. I was looking down there, I thought that might have been the 1, but it wasn't. So now he's just got 2 simple stop shots, and then the 8's hanging middle of the table.
Yeah, he said it's tough when you break the rack, you're down, and then you break the rack and don't make a ball.
Daniel must have a slow day at work. He's not selling houses.
Is that his day job? He sells houses?
Yeah, he's a real estate guy, yeah. Him and his wife. Probably 2 of the best in the country, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, they're winning awards. Like, no one's business.
That's awesome.
And now with that 8 going down, I might just take a quick comfort break, mate, and I'll be right
Sure,
back.
no problem. All right, guys. 3-1 Kevin West. I think that, I'm sorry, 4-1 Kevin West. And race to 6. It's our little graphic for our women's event coming up next weekend. Ladies, if you're interested, let me know and I'll put a link in the chat for you. Guys, I have to go do my tournament director duties real quick. There's an issue with the bracket. I'll be right back.
All right, guys, back in the booth. You're just with me right now. So Frank's just stepping out to assist with a tournament. And I've just jumped back in. So just while I've been out there, looks like Jimmy's been able to claw one back. And he's going to have to do the same again. I think he needs to get back this rack especially, if he's going to do any damage in this one. So 10 ball onto the 12 is available. A little bit risky, but I think it's a shot to play. And that's now he's going to go for a double. Oh, sweet. So now he's laid up perfectly. Just wants to make sure this 14 ball, or is it the 5th? No, it's the 14. Just want to make sure that this one just lays up nice. Even playing both of them, that's perfect. Again, doesn't matter if both of those drop. And nicely played. So Kevin with the break now. This break is going to be big. It will get Kevin onto the hill. So he'll want to put everything he has into it to try and get clear. Haven't seen many break and runs as yet. So the table is pretty tough. Doesn't play like a fast table, I don't think. Conditions are quite heavy in here at the moment. They are using the magic rack on every table. As you can see here, there's Dinospheres on every table here as well. These are the TV set, the Platinum set that they're using right now. Been impressed with the setup down here. You know, PA, Pro-Am, Pool. I think there's going to be a lot of events on the calendar for these guys next year. So they're in a prominent place just down here in Philly. Suggest if you come in for, you know, even if you're from out of town, maybe you're here for the expo. They're just down the road from the expo as well. Or not far away. 54 tables in this room. It's insane. Mixture of tables as well. Very nice break. And he got a ricochet, but he also got a clean one off the break there as well. So he hit those very, very well. I wouldn't be surprised if he could take either way. He could take either stripes or solids. They're both as open as each other. But being as he dropped 2 solids, I think he'll take solid again. Again, just needs to draw up. And probably slightly easier. Because of the cluster that's there. That's nice and easy just to take this one off the rail. Perfect. Stop shot. Or is that the 9 ball? My bad. Eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So yeah, drop this 1 rail across. Maybe even take a second rail. 4 ball, 3 ball. Doesn't want to be on the rail. Wants to be a little bit off the rail. Still doesn't matter, I don't think, too much. I like him just to drop this one in. And he can cut the 3. Take the 8 in the same pocket as the 4. That would probably be the pattern that I'm looking at. Again, it all just depends on how he lands on this one. Okay, so he's just managed to get a little bit off the rail there, which is going to make this slightly easier. He can actually come underneath it if he wants. He can come underneath it and back out. So come 1 rail behind and back out, rather than just taking the 1 rail option. Again, it's all just about preference. I don't know if I like to take the second rail or not. Yeah, he just chose the 1 rail as well. And he's hit it perfect. And this is exactly what he needed at that stage, because Jimmy was putting the pressure on. And Kevin just needed 1 big break. Gave it everything. Very nice out. Very clean. Super simple. Perfect 8 ball. So now Jimmy has to do the same. Jimmy choosing not to use the magic rack, which is odd. I mean, if it's available, He might feel like he's getting a better spread off of this. But when it is rack your own, the 8 ball doesn't count off the break, just as a caveat. And no soft breaks allowed. And so now Jimmy's going to try and do the same. Keep the pressure on. And hope for a dry break from Kevin on the next one. That's all he can do from here. Oh, ooh, nearly scratched. Oh, and that's finished just beautifully. So again, has options. I personally like the 5 ball first. I like solids here. I think solids just mean I've got to take up just a 5 and the 6 off the board down table. And then I've got plenty of opportunity there. But Jimmy disagrees. He thinks it's just as easy to go stripes. The only thing I don't like about the stripes is, and I'd probably try and get it on it now, I'd probably try and go to the left rail, so I'd take the 12 long. Because it only really goes to one pocket. Jimmy agrees. Like I say, once he's got that one off the board, again, I'd probably go down table. Because I don't like leaving this too straight. You know, if I leave this one too straight, I'd rather go down table and take the 14 off the board. Rather than just drawing this one dead. And you see like there, now he's dead straight on this 11. Well, he might have a little bit of angle. Apologies, I can't move the camera angles while Frank's out the booth. So if he can just follow it, oh, he was able to follow it down. That's perfect. So he has opened it up off the rail slightly. I wouldn't blame him for taking the 10 ball now, because I think it affords better positional value for me personally. Coming up and away from this.
And I am back, sir.
Ah, good man. All sorted?
Yeah, just had to wear my tournament director hat for a minute.
Excellent. So Jimmy's putting the pressure on. Kevin broke him around the last one.
Okay.
Got himself up onto the hill. Jimmy now has an opportunity to get one back and then just hope for a dry break is all I can think. I personally wouldn't like to leave this in the side pocket.
No, I think going up in the corner, just kind of stunning it over a little to the left.
Cue ball, middle of the table. You know, I think that lays perfect. And I'm trying to say to Jimmy, don't overthink it. You know, I think he's trying to overthink it right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a difficult shot, playing that one into the corner. So, we'll see.
Let's see how he does it
I think
here.
he made the right choice. Let's see him just pop this one up the rail. Yeah, there you go. And again, for someone of his caliber, this 13 should be no problem. And just as I say that, he's going to change his mind. So I just don't like. I mean, the one ball there just plays a little bit too big for me. If he's comfortable with inside, then fine. He's going to play outside. You see, just.
Oh, what he got there too.
Playing that with outside just made the shot infinitely harder.
Yeah, just center ball, just push it right in.
If he'd have played the 13, that's just a straight low. You know, he could have come out 2 rails and he's perfect.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe he just didn't want to jack up over the 8 ball, and I think it's going to be curtains from here. Kevin West, the best hair in pool.
Yeah.
You can say that with a heavy heart.
Yeah, I have 0. 0. So last week it was me, Kevin Steer, and do you know Matt Cady from? No. So Matt owns Rock City Billiards out there in South Dakota. It's actually where Shane plays at.
Oh, okay.
And all 3 of us are bald, and they were calling it the meeting of the sexy bald men. 3 semi-heavy bald men.
Yeah, it's one thing you can't say. Kevin's got his bad hair, and he tried to get on that too early. I mean, I respect his decision making to try and get that problem ball first. I think he could have maybe drawn back off of the 1 ball there and got better angle than what he had. You still don't expect him to miss it, obviously.
See, I like Jimmy taking the other ball first and getting more parallel on this.
Yeah, I think he
yeah, see, I
him just jump up.
Yeah, I didn't like the angle on that.
Can you get an instant replay on that?
I do.
Let's just have a quick look. And you can see there, just in Jimmy's body language, if you just watch this, look, he's not comfortable when he goes down on this shot. And then fundamentally, watch how he just bounces right up off the ball. You see his head move?
Yeah, his
He
head
takes the
popped up a little bit.
That's just someone that's just not comfortable at all, you know? Tough, man. It's tough. Easy from here. And Kevin's finished a little bit funny.
Maybe not. Yeah, look at that 2-ball.
He's just trying to fall over the line at the minute. His last rack was perfect. This one's just been a little bit discombobulated. Now he's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on this one to pop it on and off the rail. And can get a bit funny still. Needs to roll. Needs to roll.
Look at it. Look at it.
Just got there. Just got there.
Ooh.
Again, needs to avoid the 13 here. I think he can just draw straight back into open space. We'll see. Some people like to go forward, but he may still go forward. Yeah, chose to go forward. Just needed to get up high enough to take the cut.
See how he manages this one. Extreme backwards cut.
Yeah, it's not too extreme. It can just slow roll it like
There
that.
you go.
8-ball was hanging. I think you'll see Jimmy throw the towel in.
I think he's going to corner pocket now. And Kevin West takes this down 6-3. That's going to put Jimmy onto the B side.
Great match. Jimmy had his opportunities there. You know, he'll watch this back and think, wow, I really did have a chance to get closer there.
Yeah, absolutely did. A couple shots. Guys, I just want to take a minute here to remember a good friend of mine, Ann Postel, who unfortunately had his life taken last night with a senseless act of violence. We want to reach out to his family and wish our condolences to all of his friends also. And we're definitely going to miss Ant. He was definitely a real fun friend of my life. Spent a lot of times playing pool with him, and we hope he's up there in the pool hall in the sky.
Nice, man. Nice.
All right, guys, we're going to move on to our next matchup here, which is going to be